Welcome to How to Play Cricket, the professional coaching guide. So today's session will be about the bent arm and how it's shown in cricket and how it can be manipulated. So what I want to do is show you this. It's a metal object, and if you have a look at it, it is 45 degrees. So I'll just show you perfectly. That's the angle, 45 degrees. And I want to show you how you can manipulate this angle. If you look at it from this angle here, this is usually an angle pictures are taken of cricketers who are about to bowl. You can change the angle from something from here to like this, and from this angle it looks like it's got a straight arm. You can't really see the bend, and then when you look at it this way it goes back to 45 degrees again. This shows from different perspectives of where the camera is. It looks like you've got a bent arm, and from another angle it looks like you've got a straight arm. And you can see from this you can actually put 40 degrees onto an arm bend. This is why you can't just go on the internet, look at pictures, because a picture is a 2D image, and also when you watch something on TV, video, that's also a 2D video. So one thing people don't really realize is a round arm sort of action with a bent arm, it could really distort your mind process of what you think you're seeing. So if I've got a bent arm here, and this is how I bowl, I'm coming around. It looks like from here I've got a bend of 45 degrees, and if I bring my arm around and bowl it, now I've got a straight arm that you can't see the angle. So from one camera angle, which is this one here in front of you, it looks like I'm going to bowl it with a straight arm. Your arm looks like it's straightened, but it hasn't straightened. You're still in that same position. All you've done is rotated your shoulders around. So from one angle it looks like you straighten your arm, and this is why when you look at Murali, every time I look at Murali, I know he's not chucking it, but the first impression you get is it looks like he's just done a javelin throw. That's because he's got a bit of a round arm as well, where from here he doesn't go straight over like normal bowlers. With his cocked arm he comes round and he pivots around as well. So this pivot makes it look from the camera, if it's behind you, it looks like he's got a bend arm, which he does have, but it doesn't straighten, and then he comes round, and from this angle it looks like he's got a straight arm. So this is why Murali looks really bad in some of his videos, where you just think that he's just doing this. He isn't straightening his arm, he's just coming around with his arm and bowling it. If you haven't seen my 4-part series on the Dusra, part 4 does go into this in much more detail about the angles, and where you have different camera angles, and it can show that you've actually got a bent arm in some angles, and in other angles it looks like you've got a straight arm. And another bowler who's getting a lot of stick in recent years is Jasprit Bumrah. Fantastic bowler. He's got major hyperextension in his arms, and as a result he generates extreme pace from a very short run-up. Now a lot of people are saying he's a chucker, and if you look at these videos it looks like he's got a massive bend in his arm, and he does, but this is hyperextension. And on release, yes, his arm does extend, but this is natural for fast bowlers, and every fast bowler have it. Only thing is he's got it more than most people. It really does showcase the exaggeration of hyperextension on people like him and Shoaib Akhtar, who are both in his time were classed as chuckers, but they weren't chuckers. They've actually got very straight arms. It's just hyperextension. So people like Jasprit Bumrah do have the most cleanest of actions in world cricket. If you haven't seen my previous videos, go and check out my channel. There's lots of tutorials on cricket. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, like this video, let me know what you think, leave your comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yorker is hit into the gap, and that's 50. Incredible stuff, really is one hell of an effort from him. He loves it, the fans are loving it, the dugout is incredibly happy because they're seeing a sensational 50 here.